New videos every day. Life, wisdom. Today's video topic is Wendy's and which items on their menu contain the most amount of fat. Leave your guess below. Let me know what you order at Wendy's, and do you believe it when they say quality is our recipe? Let me know what you think, and let's get started. So to give you a frame of reference on how much fat these different items contain, I'm going to be using hot dogs. Hot dogs. So each of these hot dogs has about 7 grams of fat, and I will be showing you, as represented by number of hot dogs, exactly how much fat these items contain. Before we get started, I just have to point out that most people don't just order one item at Wendy's, right? You're gonna order some kind of a burger, and then you're also gonna order French fries. And a medium French fry is gonna clock you in with 3 hot dog weenies, about 20 grams of fat. Another funny thing about Wendy's is that they call their French fries natural cut. But you need to recognize that they're talking about somehow the way the French fries are cut is natural, but not the French fries themselves. Okay, so I have a whole entire video I did just on Wendy's French fries alone, and the fact that they contain this chemical called polydimethylsiloxane, which is also used in breast implants and spacecraft entry tiles. So if you want to learn more about the French fries, you can check out that video, but for now, let's dive in to the top 10 most fattening items. Item number 10 is the Crispy Chicken Caesar Wrap, clocking in at 24 grams of fat. So that's going to be signified by about 3 hot dog weenies. It would be like maybe 3 1/4, but we'll just give them 3 for this one. Now, what's interesting about the Wendy's slogan, "Quality is our recipe," is that when you actually see the full slogan written out on the side of the building, it says, "Quality service that doesn't cut corners is our recipe." So actually, even, they're not actually trying to claim that quality is their recipe, it's their service. It just, very, luckily abbreviates to "quality is our recipe." I've always thought that was really interesting. What do you think? So number 9 is the double stack, which apparently is like a mini burger, but with double meat and double cheese. So the double stack is going to give you 25 grams of fat. So that is going to be about 3 1/2 hot dog weenies. So here we go. That little tiny double stack hamburger gives you the same amount of fat as 3 1/2 hot dog weenies. Now, I don't want you to think that I am anti-fat. I'm actually probably one of the most pro-fat health coaches that there is. But you need to know that there's a difference between good fats and bad fats. And all the fats that we get at Wendy's and the fats that we get from hot dogs are bad fats. And the good fats will be things like avocados, nuts, things that are not highly processed foods. And I do encourage people to get good, healthy, quality fats in their diet. So I don't want you to think that I'm anti-fat, but when we're talking about really bad fats like these, they're important to avoid and important to realize just how much of these bad fats you're consuming. Item number 8 is the 10-piece chicken nugget. Now, I know that the chicken nuggets usually come in orders of 5, but I don't know anybody who just eats the 5. Most people I know order 2 orders of nuggets, or they get the nuggets and the order of French fries, which is going to tack on another 20 grams of fat. And that's just for the medium. So the 10-piece chicken nugget with 30 grams of fat is going to be represented by about 4 of these hot dogs. So that's only totaling about 28 grams of fat. It would be a little bit more than 4 hot dogs. Have you ever eaten 4 hot dogs in one sitting? I don't know. Let me know. I sure haven't. Let's see what comes next on our list. Number 7 is the 1/4 pound single cheeseburger, which I think most people would think is like the least offensive item on the menu. Nope. Okay, so this little baby is going to clock in at 31 grams of fat. So 31 grams of fat, again, is a little more than 4 hot dogs, but we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's 4 hot dogs. And for another source of comparison, I have this pint of ice cream. So this whole pint of ice cream contains about 66 grams of fat, and there actually is an item on the Wendy's menu with as much fat as this entire pint of ice cream. I'll be getting to that in a moment. But this single quarter-pound cheeseburger is about the fat of half of this pint of ice cream, and that's before you add on any French fries. Now, fast food restaurants know that most of us are trying to watch our weight, so they've released a lot of items on their menu which I think are kind of geared towards people who are being more health conscious. And this next item is one that I kind of consider in that realm. So this is the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club, and it clocks in at 32 grams of fat. So it actually has more fat than the little quarter-pound cheeseburger. Again, we can symbolize this with about 4 hot dogs. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the other half now. So now we have 4.5 little hot dogs representing this Asiago Ranch Chicken Club thing. And yeah, again, it's about half of this pint of ice cream. So now we're getting into items that I think people know are really, really fattening, but we'll see if you're even surprised to find out just how fattening they are. So next up is the pretzel bacon cheeseburger, clocking in at 36 grams of fat. So now this little baby really is going to move us up into the realm of 5 hot dog weenies. And, you know, again, this is about probably more than half of this pint of ice cream just in the burger before you even tack on fries. And I haven't really mentioned it so far, but it's worth mentioning that each and every item I have mentioned here today is also going to exceed your daily recommended allowance of sodium. Okay, so the sodium counts on many of these foods are like 1,200, 1,900. As we go up the list, they'll get even higher. And 1,500 is the recommended daily allowance of sodium. So literally, before you even add on the fries, many of these burgers are exceeding your daily allowance of sodium, in addition to all of this fat. Item number 4, Son of Baconator, clocking in at 38 grams of fat and 1,600 milligrams of sodium. So yes, with the burger alone, you have exceeded your RDA allowance, recommended daily allowance of sodium. And with 38 grams of fat, that's about 5.4 of these hot dogs here. So here we go. It's about a third of a hot dog or so, right? So this is how much fat we get in the Son of Baconator. Again, that is before the fries. Can you see yourself eating this many hot dogs? Does it look appetizing? Does it look yummy? Let's see what actually has more fat than this. Item number 3 is the half-pound double with cheese, clocking in at 47 grams of fat and just over 1,500 milligrams of sodium. So again, we've exceeded our recommended daily allowance of sodium, and this 47 grams of fat is going to be represented by 6.5 hot dogs. You know, it's actually more like 6 3/4, but we're just going to use this half. Now, I'm not using these hot dogs, you know, to tell you that you should go out and eat hot dogs instead. I'm using the hot dogs because I think most people realize that hot dogs are really fattening things that we really want to avoid eating. And I just think it's really interesting that one hamburger can give you as much fat as 6 hot dogs. And again, that's before you add the fries. Now, if you did add the fries, now we'd be at around, and this is a medium fry, now we'd be at around 67 grams of fat, which is the same as this entire pint of ice cream, but it gets even more fattening. Number 2, the Baconator. Now, I've never even actually had a Baconator, but I am dying to know, what is it like? I'm sure that some of you out there have had a Baconator. Please give me your review. Let me know if it's good. Let me know if it's worth the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hot dogs, which is the equivalent amount of fat. So the Baconator clocks in at 57 grams of fat and around 1,900 milligrams of sodium, again, far exceeding our recommended daily amount of 1,500. And man, that's a lot of fat, right? So man, if you've ever eaten 8 hot dogs, let me know. I'd like to shake your hand. That's just impressive. But that's a whole lot of fat, and again, there actually is an item that has even more fat than this. Let's find out what it is. The Wendy's item with the highest fat content is the 3/4 pound triple with cheese, clocking in at 66 grams of fat and just under 2,000 milligrams of sodium. Again, that's before you add the French fries. So 66 grams of fat is going to be represented by about 9.5 hot dogs. I almost don't even have that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is more than I can even hold in one hand. Here we go. 9.5 hot dog weenies. Read them and weep, guys. Read them and weep. This is how much fat. Can't even see this one in the back here. There he is. This is how much fat is contained in the 3/4 pound triple with cheese at Wendy's. So this is the 9.5 hot dog weenies right here. 66 grams of fat is also about what you're gonna get when you eat the entire pint of ice cream. There it is. Whoa. That's a lot of fat. In future videos, I'm going to examine the fat contents of KFC, Taco Bell, and any other restaurants that you would like me to check out. If you have requests, leave those in the comments and I will check out the worst menu items there. I'm also going to be doing a whole series of healthy versions of these foods. So I have a Big Mac video. We're going to do a healthy Big Mac. We'll even do a healthy Baconator if you guys want to see it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will leave your topic requests and comments below. You can learn more about me by visiting my website, karinarachel.com. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, as I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks so much for watching.